Hey, Falcons fans! We've hit April, and you know what that means. The NFL draft is so close I can taste it, and we're about to lock in our 2025 class in just a month. I'm pumped, you're pumped, and the mailbox is buzzing with your questions about who Atlanta's snagging at number 15. Plus, yeah, we've got another Kirk Cousins curveball to tackle. So grab a seat, smash that like button, and let's dive into this week's fan-fueled frenzy. I'm breaking it all down, and trust me, you're gonna want to chime in by the end. Isaiah from Pomona, California, the big three at 15. First up, Isaiah from Pomona, California, hit me with a doozy. If the Falcons have to pick at 15 between Texas A&M edge rusher Shamar Stewart, Georgia's Michael Williams, or Mississippi's defensive lineman Walter Nolan, who's the guy? Man, this is the kind of debate that keeps me up at night. All three are beasts in their own right, but I've got a clear winner here, Michael Williams. Let me tell you why, and then we'll unpack the others. Williams is the real deal, folks. Yeah, his 2024 season wasn't a fireworks show. Think 4.5 sacks, 30 tackles, but don't let that fool you. He got banged up early, never hit 100%, and Georgia's staff admitted it. Still, this dude's a pro-ready monster. NBC Sports' Eric Froton nailed it. Williams has posted 80th percentile run defense grades 2 years running, with a team-high 15 havoc plays in 24. His first step's lightning, his power's NFL grade, and he ragdolls blockers like they're practice dummies. If his pass rush bag gets sharper, and it will, he's an every down edge terror. At 15? That's a steal for Atlanta. Now, Shamar Stewart? Dude's got traits that make scouts drool. 6 feet 6 inches, long arms, explosive off the snap. But his stat sheet's thinner than a paper towel. Think 3 sacks last year, inconsistent production. He's a project, and at 15, I'm not gambling on maybe. Walter Nolan's a tank, disruptive inside, quick for a big man, but 15 feels rich when you've got other studs like Michigan's Mason Graham potentially sliding. Williams is the safest bet with the highest ceiling. Who'd you pick, Isaiah? Drop it in the comments, I'm curious. But first, if you're a true Atlanta Falcons fan, don't wait. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Only 1% of viewers actually subscribe. Let's change that. A small action that makes a huge difference. Bill from Killen, Alabama. Cousins trade chaos. Next, Bill from Killen, Alabama, is sounding the alarm. Trading Kirk Cousins is a disaster waiting to happen. You're handing the keys to a second-year QB with 3 starts and no backup? Let Penix prove it against Cousins. Bill, I hear you loud and clear. Nobody wants to see Atlanta crash and burn. But here's the twist. What if I told you Penix already won the job? Buckle up, because this is where it gets spicy. Flashback to 2024, Cousins had the wheel, but November and December were a train wreck. 5 picks in 2 games, shaky reads, and a Falcons offense stuck in neutral. Meanwhile, Penix steps in late season, 3 starts, 750 yards, 6 TDs, 2 INTs, and a win over the Saints that had us screaming. He didn't just compete, he outshone Cousins when it mattered. Atlanta gave Kirk every shot to turn it around, he couldn't. Penix? He grew, adapted, and by the time Raheem Morris named him QB1, it wasn't a hunch, it was fact. Those 3 games showed more juice than Cousins' last 2 months combined. Bill, you're right to worry about depth. Trading Cousins leaves a gap. But this ain't new. Teams hand the reins to top 10 picks yearly. Penix was 8th overall for a reason. The Falcons saw a franchise guy. They've been upfront. He's the future, and it hit faster than expected. Cousins can still start somewhere. Vikings, Steelers, take your pick. But Atlanta's Penix's turf now. Backup? Could be a trade return, a free agent like Jake Browning, or a practice squad gem. I'm not sweating it yet. What about you, Bill? Disaster or destiny? Let's hear it. Sloan from Melbourne, Australia, draft dreams and surprises. Finally, Sloan from Melbourne, Australia, is all about mock draft season. At 15, it's all guesswork, edge, corner, or another Falcons curveball like last year. Sloan, you're speaking my language. April's a speculation circus, and I love every second of it. Edge or corner? I'm good with either, but edge is screaming louder, and here's why. Our pass rush is a ghost story. Arnold Ebiketie's got promise, but we're still begging for sacks. This draft's edge class is stacked. Williams, Stewart, LSU's Princely Umamulin, Penn State's Abdul Carter. At 15, you're grabbing a day one starter. Corners in need too. AJ Terrell's a stud, but depth's thin. Thing is, round two's got CBs like Notre Dame's Benjamin Morrison or Texas' Jody Barron waiting. Edge dries up faster, so I'm leaning that way. Imagine Williams opposite Ebiketie, collapsing pockets while Penix airs it out. Chills, right? But a surprise? Oh, Atlanta's got a knack for those. Penix at 8 last year blindsided us all. What if they jump to 7 for Graham, or run-stuffing freak? Or, hear me out, trade back, snag Umamulin at 20, and stack picks? GM Terry Fontenot loves a curveball. Sloan, I'd bet edge, but don't sleep on the chaos. Watch ya hoping for down under. The big picture, Falcons' future hangs in the balance. Step back, fam, this draft's a crossroads. Pick 15 could be Williams raking QBs, keeping Penix upright as he grows into QB1. Trade Cousins, and it's all in on the kid. Risky, but the upside's massive. Flop here, and we're staring at another 7-10 season, muttering about same old Falcons. Hit it big, and we're playoff bound, maybe even NFC South champs. It's high stakes, high drama, and I'm here for it. So, who's your pick at 15? Williams, Stewart, Nolan, or a wild card? Cousins trade, genius or madness? Hit the comments, smash that like, and let's argue this out. April's heating up, and the Falcons are on the clock. Go Falcons!